Hello and welcome to Charismatic Life. I am back with the second part of same topic, understanding ego. As already mentioned, this topic is little complicated to deal. So in order to simplify, it has been divided into three parts. Before watching part B, you may watch part A for better understanding. You can find part A by clicking on I button, yes, on right upper corner. So let's start with the second part. Now the question is, how can we neutralize our ego? One sentence answer to this question is by neutralizing the demands of ego. What are the demands of ego? Ego demands love, respect, acceptance, recognition, and peace. So in order to neutralize ego, we have to neutralize the demands of ego by either removing the demand or by fulfilling it. So now there are three paths by which we can try to neutralize our ego, or we usually try to neutralize our ego. Remember, we try. Which one is the best? That we will conclude at the end. Path 1 supports removal of demand, whereas path 2 and 3 supports fulfillment of demand. Path 1 says, by understanding that we are nobody but a soul, and so is everybody else. Just a soul. Neither we think of our existence, nor ego will demand anything from us. This way, ego is automatically neutralized, and no special effort is required. But this is very difficult. It is almost impossible for general people because in the worldly affair, self-existence plays a big role. Moving on, let's focus on other two paths. As mentioned before, these two paths support fulfillment of demands. Path 2 says, fulfilling all the demands of our ego by ourselves. And path 3 says, let all the demands of our ego be fulfilled by others. So if we talk about path 2, then it is very clear that to satisfy our ego, we need self-love, self-respect, self-acceptance, self-worth, and inner peace. Till the time fulfillment of our ego is dependent on ourselves, it is at its best. Now let's understand. Previously, we are like an empty vessel, demand overloaded and unstable. But now what happens when we fulfill all the demands of our ego by ourselves? It makes us feel filled, as if we are a vessel in which there is no space. Now the vessel is completely filled with elixir and there is no more space for anything else. We feel contented. Feeling of being filled comes along with state of happiness. This happiness depends only on self, and hence it is spiritual in nature. All these satisfy self and ego. This is a top-down technique. Till the time we practice self-fulfillment of ego, it acts positive. It does not unnecessarily hinders a thought, idea, or action. It is easy to neutralize this way, though it needs practice. The question arises, if it is so easy, then what goes wrong? Why do we fail to neutralize ego? Let's understand it. The current lifestyle majorly focuses on Charvakian philosophy of materialistic hedonism. It means we focus on pleasure from material things. And indirectly, it can also be said that our spiritual contact, our connect with self, has weakened. Today, everybody is running a rat race for quantity, and quality has lost its value. We can say that inner engineering is almost lost. Now things are fixed externally. So, being the individual of this faith, we could not learn the fundamentals of inner engineering, and that is why we have the tendency of finding solutions outside. Similarly, in case of ego, we don't even involve self. Instead, satisfaction of ego is left on the shoulders of external world, that is people, place, thing, or situation, which are in reality not under our control. And that's why we fail to neutralize our ego by ourselves. Most of us should try this path to neutralize our ego. This is it for this video. Check I button on upper right corner for the next video, part C, where we have discussed the third path and concluded understanding ego. Till then, subscribe Karizmatic Life, like and share the videos, and most importantly, stay happy, healthy, and blessed.